Barcelona's ruling families turned textile profits and banking power into hidden palaces that shaped the city's fate from the shadows. Official history credits their grandeur, but inside secret chapels and forbidden salons, deals were struck that never made the archives. What secrets still linger behind those gilded doors? To understand Barcelona's richest dynasties, we have to separate legend from proof. We start with two palaces, where industry met ambition. Eusebio Güell's fortune began in the spinning mills and factories that lined the outskirts of Barcelona. By 1886, his wealth had outgrown industry alone. That year, he signed a commission with Antoni Gaudí for a city mansion unlike any before it, Palau Güell. The contract set in motion a transformation of textile profits into stone, iron, and glass. Gaudí's design hid innovation behind a sober facade, while inside the central hall soared toward a stained glass dome. At the far end, a small chapel concealed behind folding wooden doors offered the family privacy for Mass, away from public eyes. Down below, a spiral brick ramp allowed horses to reach underground stables, a feat of engineering that blurred the line between service and spectacle. Güell's drive for grandeur left traces in every corner, proof that for Barcelona's elite, legacy was measured in architecture as much as in coin. Josep Batlló saw more than a townhouse on Passeig de Gràcia. He saw a stage for family legend. In 1904, he hired Antoni Gaudí to erase all traces of the old facade, giving Barcelona one of its most flamboyant silhouettes. Behind the mosaic skin, the main salon filled with stories, masked balls, whispered deals, and the city's elite, drifting from room to room beneath a ceiling that rippled like waves. But the spectacle faded as war closed in. During the 1930s, official records show Casa Batlló listed among potential air raid shelters. Its grand halls, once reserved for society's finest, sheltered anxious neighbors from the sound of bombs. The Batlló myth endured, but the building's purpose shifted, prestige giving way, for a time, to survival. Blueprints and hospital files reveal a house that adapted. Its secrets are now part rumor, part archive. Rumors swirl around the Vidal name, bankers whose fortunes once pulsed through the city's veins. In hushed tones, locals speak of a hidden vault beneath Casa Amatller, a chamber said to hold more than gold, contracts, and art, perhaps even evidence of secret deals that shaped Barcelona's destiny. Old blueprints hint at a warren of cellars and windowless rooms, but records list Antoni Amatller, the chocolatier, as the true owner. The mismatch between legend and ledger only deepens the mystery. Oral histories from nearby shopkeepers recall men in dark suits entering after midnight, never seen by day. No official document confirms the existence of a Vidal vault, yet the story persists, passed from one generation to the next, always just out of reach, always waiting for proof. Restoration teams working inside Casa Amatller uncovered a frieze in the music room, an unexpected find that was documented in the official conservation dossier. Yet when property registries and municipal archives are checked for Vidal family deeds, the trail goes cold. No legal record ties the Vidal name to Casa Amatller, and every deed lists Antoni Amatller as owner. Conservation reports describe no vaults or secret passages beyond what is shown on public tours. Archivists and building conservators stress that rumors of hidden chambers or clandestine transfers remain unverified. For this documentary, any story not backed by primary evidence is labeled as legend, and citations are provided for each fact. The process of fact-checking, sourcing, and transparency sets a standard. Intrigue is welcome, but only when the evidence holds up under scrutiny. Stone and ledger tell the same story inside Barcelona's cathedral. The cloister walls hold the name of Manuel Girona, banker and benefactor, whose fortune shaped the neo-Gothic facade completed in the late 19th century. His tomb rests beneath carved arches, a permanent reminder that money could buy not only marble, but memory. Archived ledgers in the Archivo Diocesano list his donation, an entry dated 1885, folio 247, recording the sum that secured both facade and burial. Chapels funded by other elite families line the nave, each marked with inscriptions that outlasted their sponsors. These physical records, names etched in stone, sums inked in fading script, offer proof more lasting than rumor. In the cathedral's silence, the ambitions of old money remain visible, their legacy inscribed where the living and the dead still cross paths. Barcelona's historic palaces now stand at the center of a heated debate. In the past decade, the city has seen annual tourist numbers soar past 12 million, with sites like Palau Güell and Casa Batlló drawing crowds that rival major European museums. Cultural managers face mounting pressure to preserve authenticity or to embrace commercial partnerships to fund upkeep. Animated data from city registries reveals a dense network of patronage, tracing how today's civic institutions, museums, foundations, and even economic think tanks owe their origins to the fortunes of a handful of families, many with roots in colonial-era trade. Activists question whether these buildings should celebrate benefactors tied to slave labor and overseas exploitation. City council meetings echo with calls for transparency, while descendants defend their ancestors' philanthropy as the foundation of Barcelona's modern identity. The struggle between memory and market plays out not just in boardrooms, but in every guided tour and on every commemorative plaque. Barcelona's fortunes still shape its skyline and influence. As wealth quietly passes through generations, the city's secrets endure, hidden in plain sight, waiting for those willing to look closer.